Anyways,
Sorry,
back
it's
to the
my
match,
bad.
everybody.
But I mean, for me, with this composition, I'm looking towards showers
Sorry.
control, and I'm looking towards ultimately finding value in terms of opening engagements, whether or not it's traded out.
Anyway, moving
Because
on.
if they're going to lean towards A in a couple of these, particularly these buy rounds, they're going to struggle really to find any control. G2 just have to back away initially from that barrage of pressure and utility, and there's nothing really for F4Q to hold on to it unless they find kills. As we see here, Kyedae actually now got his recon bolt back online, and actually Kellogg's 30 seconds left here. Kellogg's is going to find this information early with the owl drone as well, Lauren.
Yeah, I guess the one bonus is that is currently the 2 players on site. There it is, Kellogg's.
Ooh, he's got to be careful
Can
now.
he get away in time? He's going to make it in towards the smoke. Noted, though, in towards the cubby. Zunba is hunting this down. Spots him on the edge of the smoke, looks to follow up, but it's Nuki to control the play coming up short. And that's the raise that we know from the EMEA. Nuki welcoming them to the picture. Esperanza tries to lean forward. Nothing coming through. A flawless round there, a Prime Gaming flawless round.
You know what, chat? What we should do?
And look, we were
every
talking
time
about
there's a Prime Gaming flawless, we need at least one Prime Gaming sub.
On that site. The split was looking good.
Okay.
They've drawn that rotation.
So who takes
somehow.
this one?
And I got to say,
we just had a Prime Gaming flawless.
Should have gone down.
He should have been
very,
who wants
very
to
quickly.
take it?
And again, it's the lack of voice.
Any primers?
Just getting up close to personal. Yeah, Nuki. Yeah, just doesn't even flinch. That's the thing. We keep an eye on this guy. He just doesn't care
he hit
about
50
anything
months.
at all.
How's it going?
He's
It's
here
good.
to play. He's here
Just
to
chilling
frag.
with Jonas.
Already setting a statement here.
There we go.
Round.
It's working.
He's such a machine
Thank God.
with how he plays as well. It's like, it's just, yeah, okay, I'll get these 2 frags, no problem. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll do
thank
it
you,
again,
Marianne.
no worries. There's probably some.
Oh, thank you,
tears
Sis, for the
now.
5
Sorry.
subs.
I'll just fall away from that.
My
Kellogg's,
voice
help me
is
out.
shot.
Yeah. Barney's jumping again. Thanks, Kellogg's. Again, look at this. Look at his composure.
Oh,
With
we're
everything
looking at
that's
a
been
Prime
happening,
Gaming flawless
no
again.
player has fallen.
Oh.
It is perfect precision, and no threats were found. F4Q were right on the doorstep.
Right on the doorstep, and I mean, how are you supposed to plant in that?
Oh, chat.
There's literally no way you can. A second Prime
Chat,
Gaming flawless here.
we got
in round
another
2,
one.
It's exactly
Who's
what I was talking about.
taking
Yes,
this
that's kind of a
one?
throwaway round, but what's the plan there? Get up close and personal. You don't get the first blood.
Oh, there we go.
That kind of 10 to 15 second pause where, if you don't find a kill, you can't just run in and try and plant, right? They have to push a little deeper, and look where Nuki's backed up to here. Kellogg's playing outside showers. He's actually
I'm actually
Kyedae's
Kyedae's promotional
you want lamps? Take it.
manager
No problems whatsoever. They know they can't do
slash
anything with it.
advisor.
Yeah, it's very well considered.
Going really well.
Coming into this.
I think we're gonna see
Oh
Bunny
my
run it
God,
down a
you
couple more
guys.
times.
Thank you all for the
because,
subs.
Now he's got to judge.
Show me what
Dude,
you've got.
I found like
We've
I
been talked
smoked
up,
like a
alright?
6-pack
I
of
was
6.
all
I'm
aboard
not
the
even
train.
kidding.
Well, no
now.
secret.
Cynic and voice
No,
breach.
no
Hello,
subtlety, is
everybody.
it? It's not
How
a
are
big
you all doing
surprise.
today?
But on the other side,
Okay.
there'll be a little bit of damage potential.
I just have to open up my airway.
Be able to navigate around any of that. Not receive
Open up your. Oh, airway.
damage
Sorry.
thus far. Very
Never
well
mind.
handled, but sadly, somehow,
I
Zumba's
don't know what I heard. I thought it said
Finding
earway, and I
now
was like,
the
what is that
aggressive- what a
earway?
pace change. What a little bit of a different
Like, can you
look
not
coming
hear?
out the- a
Where
hyper
Nuki
passive
is.
side to now very attentive, and Nuki is in their spawn. Hi, Pog. How's he gone to their bloomin' spawn? Bunny says hello, rips the gun away. That's
It's
gonna
actually
be a
so sweet
treat
to let
off
Jonas join you.
5K.
Well, he actually
That's not bad getting down
gave
mix well.
me,
Now we've
well,
got
not
3v3.
gave me
Those
permission.
rifles are still out and about.
He
Kellogg's
said that I could join him
gonna just
too, but
filter
I was
through
just
that one
chilling
as
and
well.
watching
Gonna
it with
fall away
Tyson's
if he
grandparents.
can.
But yeah,
Where is the
no.
spike going through towards? Okay,
course,
it's
my
straight
pleasure.
towards the spots Bunny's leg.
We
but he
seem
knows
to
Bunny's
never
gonna be
get
flying on
permission
him.
at the
Where
same
to
time.
there?
So
Spots
No.
can't
just
land it.
Exactly.
doing a
Bunny
win-win
outdoes him.
scenario.
Knows
Yeah.
it's under control.
Kyedae and Avova left to try and recover this one again.
Planted.
Heavily in
100
favour
these
in
plays
terms
after
of the
this,
weaponry
right?
here for
Yeah.
F4Q, but
Ooh, this
I
day's
mean,
going by
round
fast
3,
already.
G2,
See.
their
Yeah.
objectives here,
When you're having a
damage at
good
least.
time
Even
just
if this
flies.
round
You know.
doesn't go their way.
So it's all because of me, and that's
Overtaking his
okay.
time.
Yeah, it is.
Bait
Yeah.
Real stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, baiting that out.
Don't worry about it, chat.
See if that can be worked on.
Last player.
Oh.
No, nothing to come from it. Very well handled
Okay.
by F4Q. And considering how that started was
I'm assuming they have played bonus because they had 2 flawlesses, right? So they should, like, their economy should be really good here.
Make the opponent uncomfortable, get that
I think they,
on
like-
your side, maybe just close the gap with
Yeah.
the Spectre, which they actually managed to do, but unable to convert beyond that.
Well, talking about a kind of shift in the dynamic from map 1 to map 2, you got to feel G2.
I think
especially in
G2
round
has
that,
like a
were
much
actually
better
didn't
economy
seem
for this
get
round now.
Particularly proactive in the early round of the previous map. Now they're like, okay, guys, let's really test the waters. We've dipped our toes, opened up with 2 flawless rounds. Let's see where we can go with this. So whether or not we see, you know, some of those historic G2 tendencies creep back into bind here at least, it's something to watch. Mixfire actually going to flash out to Vova, also
Double
to swing
face.
out onto sand. I think, again, this is trying to mitigate Bunny. This push to not allow, you know, that typical default where Raze can get full control in towards Hooker. Look at G2 being proactive.
Look how deep this is going. Now, I did see the Vision Strike was
Look
actually
how
really able to
far
push
up they
F4Q
are on
you know,
defense.
aggressive pieces, especially on like sort of split, their small little pocket plays. And this
I
could
know
be
they
a lovely
no, they're
trade mix.
always
Has to
pushing.
respect the flash, whether it's popped
So-
or not. No one
so
close
much.
enough and actually didn't quite go through the
They're
smoke
literally like
regardless,
gate
unable to
kept in
define
spawn
where
here.
blood just on the other side, but now well and truly
Okay,
working full away. But look at the utility he's cost them here.
Hey, look at the win. Look at the time.
How does this group work without Bren? So they have a round robin stage. So there's 3 teams left, and they all play each other, and then the top 2 teams
Bunny will actually find
will qualify to
peak
the
at
next
least.
to the playoffs.
But now the paint cells I've got. I mean, utility-wise, this is all playing to G2's favor. They're not even close to the site yet.
And they can call rotations if they fancy it. Maybe
The
just pull a
Sentinels
player
game's on
across, maybe get
Sunday.
one through. Bunny gonna find a way in, but it's Avova still
It's
waiting
in
down
48
below.
hours,
Catches him and drags him
approximately.
down. No more free fun for you, but it's Esperanza with a perfect reply. There is still a player waiting on Mixwell, waiting the wings. Does 5K find him? Oh, it's gonna be
What?
5K indeed to find Mixwell. They are going through all the due diligence here, and a quick TP take. They've nipped on over towards A.
That's
They
huge.
are taking no risk with
Wow.
this, and rightly so, because Coldamenta was there.
Whoa,
Where is
whoa, whoa.
Kellogg's? Coming back around 10 seconds now.
Oh.
Timing is everything. Kellogg's could catch one here, but does he want to? No. He wants to spike. He wants to try and deny it. No, he
Oh.
can't do it. And there's Esperanza.
You know what? If he had
Perfect
killed the
positioning and
Panther
timing
there,
could not have been
that's a
better.
1 round.
Had to make a split-second decision there.
Ooh,
5K.
wait.
Wow.
Will drop Coldamenta.
Time to run out.
Actually, a great pivot. I was talking about how actually everything was
I'm
playing
guessing
into
that's why he
G2's
took the
favor there in
risk.
terms of the utility trade-off, in terms of the clock being run down. But Esperanza finding Avova initially. I can't actually remember who the second kill was, but both of these kills here. Here's the first. The second as well with the adjustment. Look at
Oh
that
my
there.
God.
It's Nookie to fall on the back of
The
a triple
game looks
assist, and
so crap
somehow,
on that
I mean, Mixwell stayed alive so long
I
in
don't know
Garden.
how.
I
It's like
don't.
playing
He must have been
Minecraft,
spotted
Players,
Valorant
like,
Expansion
pushing at
Edition.
him. Yeah. Hey, it's reset the money. It's put it down to a, you know.
Hey,
Thank you,
keeping
Rudy,
G2
for
honest in
the
the early
10
round,
gifted
which was
subs.
completely
Thank you.
absent on a
Damn.
sense. So
I think it's just for the gifted sub to Min.
Well, I like the concepts that G2 are coming out with. I like a lot of the ideas, but Seek is coming through. It's a crunch.
Couple of
It's
more
gonna
of
be a
these
TP
streams,
crunch
you'll buy the
off
job
the back of
master.
Showers. There's the flash. They are so blind here, and Coldamenta and Mixwell on the punish. It's 5K. Try and hold on. He's got nothing left to fight with. Athena
Wow.
finally
This is
comes
a
around,
mess.
but look at the damage now done. And now the late TP bunnies come through.
Ooh.
Oh, Coldamenta out of nowhere.
What a
And
thrifty
now
round
Athena
this
is
is.
running for his
Well,
life.
they think that they're on
it's a
eighth, though.
1v2, and G2 had no right, absolutely no right. They've been in the lab, they've been working out these little set pieces, they've been finding those timings, everything they want. But now Athena
Oh,
gets
he's just
swiped
interesting
onto.
fan spots.
There it is, so maybe. Let's see what he does with this. He has room to push CT if he wants to,
Oh.
which is what I think he's going to do. He's trying to get
Oh.
a rotation, and I really think it's a good idea. But they're
Why
close
that? I
together.
don't like that
It's
angle.
one and done.
Oh.
They should be within trading distance. He peeks the first. He gets the
Oh.
second, Athena!
Damn.
Okay.
It's a Red Bull clutch and a half. Remember that one, because that could have
That
been a
was
different picture.
nice.
That could have been a tilter straight in the bin
That's
mentally.
so
but
scary
he
though. That
saves
holding that
his
angle
side.
can be
And we
really,
talk about that again,
really.
especially with a you know, a
Yeah,
man
it can
advantage
be a
for
one and
G2
done
there.
spot.
I think Athena's
Yeah.
best bet is to go
I think
forward
that,
and find, you know, an off
I
angle,
think
just
it's
play it
just
unorthodox
one
here.
of those
First off to
spots that they don't
Coldamenta,
expect them to
you
be
nailed it.
pushed
A lot
up
of
in.
spacing almost looked
That's the only thing I can
perfect
think of.
for
Like,
G2 in
you
terms
do it
of, you
once
know,
in a match,
remaining disciplined,
and then you
not getting
don't hold it
complacent
again
there.
Yeah.
because you know they're gonna
Athena
check it.
holds the
No,
line.
exactly. Every other
But
time.
F4Q ahead on Bind so far. Yes, one round, but like I said, keeping G2 honest. But again, we could talk about what was invested there for G2 and what they were able to achieve. Again, that's a big benefit for them.
It was a great round, all things considered. I love
your trail.
seeing those sort of things, but now we do have the Seekers going through. No follow-up off the back of it, pulling out a couple of ults, but to what end? There's the first. That's big. Finding Nookie's not bad at all. A reply comes out, and this is just doing damage from afar. Avova is still watching that cross as best he can, but he's been noted, and he is now
Whoa.
damaged. Looks like the rest did come through, but look at the side being taken here. F4Q mean business. That's 3 back-to-back and big kills at that. Mixwell trying to maybe find the timing on this. I don't know if he's going to try and lean through. No. Oh, he has actually. Tell a lie. He slipped through, trying to play a little head still caught. 5K, what a round from him. And I said I wanted to see 5K. I want to see the 5K that I've been watching on, you know, Rainer on these.
Oh yeah,
alerts, on
imagine
these
if you
mad
could ever have a
pieces that
joint
definitely made a
stream. Do you
difference.
know, have you seen
I
the new
haven't seen
Instagram
that one.
posts? where you can do
on
joint
Sky,
Instagram
we're getting
posts.
a little bit more of it. I
No.
mean, a little unexpected, but
I saw
It's an appetizer in these early rounds.
I think it was, yeah, it was a couple that did it. So basically, there's like it was Minimintra and Talia. They're like, they're dating, and then they both basically posted the same picture as a joint post. So it shares likes and shares the comment field.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, I had no idea you could do that.
Early on,
Yeah.
gets spotted out. I think it's
I know squad stream, but squad stream is not the same.
I think you find somebody
Squad stream is not a joint stream. It is still, that's still two people running. I'm talking about like two people running two streams with a one chat and one viewer count.
There's nothing really that's gonna.
And then basically like the streamers would split the ad revenue or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Question being, how many?
I think that would be
so cool.
Yeah, imagine if you could like, because sometimes you're like 4 people doing a collab or something.
Yeah.
Imagine how insane that would be.
First map to know what
Huge.
have depth-wise.
That's the way we dethrone
Shroud.
Shroud.
In the tank, we've seen them regionally.
Just get everybody else on
I'd
Twitch
say,
and
as I
we'll
said,
like be
the princes
50-50 with it.
to the throne, but there he goes. It's Nookie this time to try and maybe do a little bit of that bunny work here, but no one nearby, and you're left feeling a little silly.
Absolutely nothing on the back of that showstopper. Look how deep F4Q.
Who would the subs and donations go to?
Split.
Exactly.
Esperanza gotta be careful though, because Nookie's hung around.
Yeah.
He will find it, but down to 40 HP.
Yes, Aker.
Picks it out of place there, I think. Actually, Esperanza maybe a reflex shot onto the floor, Lauren.
Maybe. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe just make
Wow, that was so smart.
Bunny, that's a
That's
scout
clean.
to
Smart.
There's still bits of danger
17-year-old or how?
So easy in the room that was taken
Jesus.
earlier. Just the back of
Aim
the
is
ult plays in
so-
so well
Wow.
for Cold Dementa.
That is so smart. If he timing that with the boom bot too.
Yeah. The crosshair placement was so spot on there.
Yeah.
The space, moving forward and actually adjusting, but there's going to be a player moving up. Avova's going to take this back. He's definitely heard these steps. Call can be made, but does he pull the trigger? He waits. No, he doesn't.
Wow.
Bounding past. It's Esperanza again, but it is just this squad just walking on through, just plowing through the map.
Kellogg's did manage to get himself a Phantom, but will heal himself up already. Numbers heavily in favour of
Just
F4Q.
wait for the whatever.
We'll even give him the opportunity to find a kill here on the way out. Do any further damage. Too many things to shoot at. Look at this setup, it's perfect. Actually, 5K will catch a headshot. Don't expect to see him peeking once again, but Athena, you already see reposition. I think Kellogg's anticipating maybe.
He's trying, man.
But it's just, yeah. I mean, there should be 2 players noted at least now, and down to 8 HP. He's just trying to keep him here as long as possible, but F4Q remaining disciplined, and these are the sort of rounds that we talked about in the previous. Yes, we'll won. And
they're getting fired up, man.
They're getting out of their chairs. I love it.
Automation in the arena now, Lauren, which is, I mean, usually something we would say about G2, right?
No, I'm loving it. Absolutely, give it right on back. F4Q. Hey man, they've drawn the tack timeout from G2.
It is bullets magically reset the spread and it was 30.
I
think the observer switched POVs really quickly. That's what I think.
You know, when the full buys are out.
Or maybe it was an observer
F4Q
glitch.
have had this. And G2 have found these little kind of nooks and crannies to try and exploit. They've been trying to find these little pieces that could have built, but they've never quite accumulated to that round conversion.
Tactical timeout.
I tend to agree with that, and talk about in terms of style and expectations. We're not used to seeing G2 kind of play this way, where it's we're going to give this up for free. That's not something you'd ever typically say about G2, where usually we'd see them get very proactive.
Really
we don't really see them do that. Obviously, Evova's pushed through on the bonus, where they were still down.
Pat, it looks like I have really low energy because I had a long travel day yesterday and I had to wake up today at 5 a.m. I've been awake for 5 hours already, and I'm just we're tired, guys. We're tired. Give me some slack.
Looking for that on bind.
Leave her alone, chat.
But did they get any value in that round? No, actually, F4Q were able to flip that completely back on its head and come out on top on B.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? This is when you gotta look at the coaches and see how much can G2 go to now. Well, how do they find that information? Is it too late to be trying to go for fact finding when you're starting to have 5 rounds against you? As of yet, you've got 2 on your belt, but they are pistol rounds, so they feel as though they almost sit within their own little
Jonas sexy as fuck, no cap,
but
true.
we go back in, let's see what G2 has left in the tank. Now, I'm looking at their options, looking at what they can maybe achieve and what they've brought into this round. more than serviceable purchase, maybe lacking bits and pieces.
Gonna watch
of
Liquid vs
utility,
Heroic?
Mostly
I'll
serviceable.
probably watch it on the other screen, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like actually F4Q just happier to sit deeper and deeper. I think this is in anticipation of.
You can do that lineup
exactly
better
what we're
than that.
talking
You
about,
can
right?
hit it in
They're
the door
thinking
frame and it scans
eventually one of
outside
these
too.
rounds, G2 are going to do what we expect them to do, which is go exploring, go walking showers, go walking long, which is why we're seeing F4Q's default just become even more passive. Now the concern, obviously, comes back to these late hits and what utility is really available to secure that plant, at least very late on.
Yeah, 100 years are
So
playing
go off
after
them
this
over here.
match.
Now walk out, and this is kind
Lineup
of
Larry
offbeat in
represents.
terms of the rhythm here. They will catch contact.
You know
Bunny,
it.
though, will come out on top of it.
I've got your trail.
Oh, no.
Yeah, perfect investment on the timing of that as well. That's great work, Bunny.
Ooh.
Not even going to mess around with it. It's 5k who swings towards Avova, but Nookie now is feeling a little alone and, yeah, put to bed, put down, put out of misery. Mixwell backside, unable to get anything building. And look at this work. Bunny is just walking through it. Colomenta now considered. Bunny even turns for it, and they know what is up. There is no threats, no worries.
Wow.
F4Q are in the
Hello,
building.
hello.
They're turning
4Q
up.
sealing it.
That's so frustrating.
Okay,
for
it's
G2
no
as
longer
well,
our
because
stream,
that's
chat.
playing out
We
so
can stop
slow.
spamming
Like,
our
guys,
stream.
what's going on? Yeah, nothing over here at B.
Our
Okay, we're going to walk
Well, you know what you should do? Jonas, you should have a segment where you teach me how to play Silva.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Like a ranked
That'd be
tournament
fun.
thing.
Look how deep this
Oh, yeah.
default is from F4Q.
I have an NA account.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
you do,
There's
right?
nothing that G2 can do about this other than pushing forwards.
What rank is it though?
I think it's Diamond 1 now.
Maybe start talking about bringing ops out, bringing.
But I'm playing on
looks,
170
trying to
pings.
there's Hans's,
Wow.
and I'm sure this is
You
something
see that,
Sean,
chat?
I'm sure will maybe
I'm
tackle
literally
towards
on,
that
like,
is what do you
30
do with
to
this
60
now?
ping,
Because
and
you're
I'm
not finding any
gold.
of that room. You're not finding even those aggressive pieces. Yeah, you take a bit of space, but they are sat
No, but we
so
can
deep.
play
You're taking
unrated
such
too.
Weird
Yeah.
fights. And here we're going to see
Good.
one
Down.
flash from Mixwell, but bear in mind they are on pistols. Some
Oh my
upgrading,
god,
some
what
not.
am I pushing?
Athena, I hated it. I appreciate it, but I hated it. And
He
F4Q
stayed
are
alive
just
for
fine.
so
They're taking
long.
over long. They are doing very well right now. What an answer back for them. After was an absolute rubbing on map 1. It was horrible to watch for them, I'm sure. They'll review it, pour over it. Nothing nice about it.
god.
A real confidence builder back in here.
And look at this.
I thought I
mean,
was
F4Q
watching
just
like
rolling as a
freaking
unit,
Super
right? So
Mario
it's
there
kind
for a
of
second.
death balling as opposed to Bunny being really having an owl drone to find him
Wow.
entry to a side.
Hillox's sheriff is nasty.
Yeah.
Too quick with the flash there of over Sheriff.
Oh.
Actually, with the pre-fire on the second as well.
Woo!
Luckily, Zumba in position for the trade, but
Oh.
made things interesting at least. But just
Wow.
go back to that point, really.
Wow, wow, wow.
Just look at F4Q's
Wow, wow,
ability
wow.
to stack up and just throw bodies towards the site. And now the problem is, this round deficit, every buy round that comes up, G2 know they haven't got one after that, right? So that's when they don't want to take risks, or at least the tendency changes, where at least
This is
they
good
don't
though.
feel
Like
comfortable taking these risks.
it wouldn't be good
Speaking
for
of
like the
taking
competitive
risks, Lauren,
spirit in
Ops out.
general if the
There's an
second map
operator in
went
play.
like the first one, you know?
Gotta get your up out for the lads.
Honestly.
I mean,
Hey, we
You
still have
know,
100
that's
gigs
how
match.
the
Save our
saying
spins for
goes.
then, because it will be lit.
absolutely how the saying
True,
goes.
true.
True.
Ooh, Kellogg's, here we go.
Oh, he just
First
dodged
contact
the
made.
flash
Now they know it's
while
on the
he
deck,
was
and they look like they
scoped
want to
in.
pick the pace, maybe. And they, the punish from Zumba. What a great idea, and Bunny's just going to take the room. They have no respect, and they do not care. They want this map
Oh
as
my
their own.
God.
Kellogg's.
Wow.
So instantaneous
Smart.
trade for Zumba.
He
As they
waited
start
for the
working towards
upshot.
the site, you can see the pressure now starting to mount.
Wow,
The divide
double
is
Astra.
going to come through, and G2's vision,
Wow.
their assumptions are all they're going to have left now.
Man
Dude, that
advantage
was so
for
smart.
4Q as well. Look at this, going to
Top
flash through
flash.
this wall. It's perfect there.
Oh.
Look at that response. Cold
Oh.
Venter actually finds two
Oh.
response. Nuki finds two as well. G2 somehow flipped that back in their favor, Lauren. What a retake.
Look, I'd love to say that was the op. It wasn't. I mean,
Hey,
maybe
there was
the
one.
knock-on
There
effect.
was
Maybe the
one.
knock-on effect. Let's kind of talk about it because they were just rabid after that. They saw
God
that and they
damn.
hunted
Well-
it down. They pressured the site so quickly. This is the first time there's been maybe a chance for this to happen.
I don't understand why you would
But
push.
yeah, coming back to that again.
Yeah.
You notice it's a
Like,
Sage with the
you have your
operator
Astra
again.
wall set up, let the
Kellogg's
time run
kinda
down,
playing the spot you'd
right?
expect a Jet
Yep.
to be in,
Let
right?
it
There's
fade
no get
out.
out of jail free
No,
card
you're
at
stuck.
least.
You play your
You
duels
only
from
get
there.
out of jail
I just
jail
don't
free
get
card
why
is
you
that
would.
wall, and it went down so
Ugh,
late.
whatever.
They're still able to
I
identify
think the
exactly
only
where it is
problem with
and
that
do so
specific
much
wall
damage
is
to
that
it.
there's
Bunny
technically
then
two
finds
crosses,
first blood on
right?
short. At that
They
point,
can
it's just
cross
a matter of
between
time, right?
triple
Where does
and
Kellogg's go?
default
Okay,
as
gonna
well.
do it again. It is
And I
rinse,
think that
repeat.
makes it a
Kellogg's
bit
is
more
in
tricky for them
touch.
to just hold the
So
cross.
much investment.
Ooh.
But Bunny
Yeah.
Because if like the wall was slightly more diagonal, then they would like be watching the cross just from one angle. But it's hard. It could go both ways. Oh!
Whoa!
To actually boost him out of danger.
So 5-head, if that would have worked. Wait, no, that's smart.
I love if he was safe completely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he booped him into
Wait,
it.
I've never seen that. Well, I've seen someone use like a boom bot to try to like help someone get up high, but not to like deviate away from a Sova ult.
Just wasn't there that time.
That's funny.
Wait.
It's just funny how like since he actually died, it looks like he just fucking trolled him. You know, just like I'm just gonna
playing with a judge inside
freaking blast back into the Sova
to try and at least I'd always say stop the bleeding or at least quell Bunny.
Boombot? Oh yeah.
Got the Vandal with the showstopper.
I think you said Boombot.
Oh shit, that's not what I meant.
Was probably just gonna run
Chat, you know what
towards
you
him if
meant.
that does
Come
get
You
him.
know what I
But
meant.
30 seconds. Spike is making its way through cave in
Wait,
spawn
what?
right now.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing the
Yeah, he did the thing.
Yeah, the thing, the
Run to the back
spam
of the
F
site,
thing.
fallen away.
Yeah.
18 seconds. Could just post this.
What?
Oh, it's a trade out in the end. Over must be so quick with that. To be
We're
fair,
both
they
like,
don't
what
get it,
did he
but
do
it's
the
still
thing?
just one player left. And Mixwell
Smoke
holds
train.
his nerve, and G2 gets a couple back. This is maybe the answer they've needed. It's not perfect. It is not perfect by any means.
So for those of you who don't know, with Astra you can take back your stars by pressing F, and it will still smoke for 2 seconds. So if he plays out 4 stars like he did there, he can spam F on the first 2 ones, and he can run through the smoke, and the smoke will hide him because he only is in each smoke for 2 seconds. And then the last 2 smokes he actually smoked. So that way he can travel from showers to under heaven without being seen, and he only actually used 2 smokes on it.
Right? It's not necessary we're going to pin everything on this lockdown clearing out. It's potentially, in a post plant we might throw it down, might use it to at least clear some space a little deeper. I want to see it come online though. That's the main thing. It's such a key component. Yes, even if it's uncharacteristic, I want to see it employed.
This music is seriously cat jamming.
Complete agreement. Now, timeout to close out first half. I mean, what a different look we've had here. And then this is so hard to pull context, right? Because then you look at results and go, well, what does this then mean after G2?
Is Ascent a terrible map for F4Q? Like,
even though statistically it wasn't terrible, it was perfectly fine. I think maybe even statistically on, if you're just purely reading off the paper, it was up there with this at some point.
I'd put it in the same bucket as Bind, honestly. You look at the performances versus Damwon and obviously then Vision Strikers.
Absolutely.
Context-wise, not a million miles apart.
I'd say they had a couple of closer games, a bit of a more competitive scoreline, but to what extent? This is a big adjustment, and it isn't just that first rung of Bunny doing damage. We now got everyone kind of finding it. I like to see 5K joining in on that. We've had everyone, Esperanza, a couple of big rounds as well, but here we go. 7-4, and we're underway. Bunny, he's been punished a couple of times. A great trade for Athena. But it's a double down on aggression. Mixwell's not relenting and actually going to get caught for it. They are all stacked up, and Esperanza will absolutely welcome it with open arms. We're down to 2, Avova and Kellogg's. One ult there to be maybe worked on, but are these recoverable reses?
I don't think so. I mean, look at the ground that has to be covered. You can see Zumba actually catch Avova off here. It's Kellogg's left, Sheriff in hand, lockdown invested now. Fantastic, but only really just going to make it a little more difficult for Kellogg's to fight back in. Again, feasibly, this is a 1v3 and it's not going to change.
Let me tell you the story.
I'm listening.
If he wins this, I'm going to freak out.
Only had a Sheriff, mad, right? But there was a chance. You can see he's got a couple of guns there. He's considering it. There he is. And when the round I'm talking about, obviously, he picked up a knock.
Oh, that shot was so close.
He can barely make it past the turret right now. Life is truly not a dream as it stands, and everything. It's all being thrown in. Kitchen sinks on the way in a moment's time. Absolutely not a hope in hell. And F4Q have done wonders here. What a recovery after map
Wow.
I absolutely love this.
He
Just the
just-
first half here in the
He
second.
died just to teabag.
Yeah, I mean, crazy for F4Q to come out. Honestly,
Yeah.
look like a completely different team. This is night
Oh
and
my
day in terms of
God, committed.
composure, in terms of
Why do you look down, Kyedae?
fundamentals
Hope
coming
you
into
feel
attack
better.
FPS.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
It
I'm
just
just a
looks
little
so
tired.
good
That's
from
all.
F4Q and G2.
I'm gonna get used to it. I have
unfortunately, a couple of
to. I have
rounds,
to wake
yes,
up
I'm
at
liking them
5
kind of
a.m.
trying to fight fire with
for
fire.
the next
look
week,
for this
so
early territory control.
it's gonna
but
be good. And don't worry,
time and
chat.
time
I'm
again,
conserving my
it's
energy
just
for the
not
100
panning
piece
out.
match.
There's no kind of
Also,
follow-up on
she's
that. There's
doing
no
what
second layer to
you
what
guys
they're trying
probably
to achieve. And even look
know
at that last
as
round. It's almost
chilling.
like desperation. It's like,
chilling
guys, keep pushing,
is a
like,
word.
trade that,
I'm a
please.
boomer,
Somebody
so I,
trade it. It's
you know, I
3,
need to
4
explain it
seconds later
slowly.
after the initial
Chilling is when you're
the round's lost
relaxing,
at that point.
watching a good game
night and
with
day
your
in my
with your
eyes as well, the
crew,
aging
you
composition,
know,
whatever it may
your
be, it just
homies,
looked like a
and
different
you're not
team
always
coming
like
through
super
here. So
energetic,
I'm more than
but you're
happy to see it.
chilling,
I'm
you
just
know,
curious what Sean's
peepog.
got in store for
You
us.
know,
As soon as he's ready,
you
I'm sure
don't
we're
have
gonna
to be
find
like
out. But
energetic
yeah,
always,
again,
because you're
I
just
in
chilling.
my mind, I'm looking at
Yeah.
the difference makers. Who was it? What created those moments between the two? And
Thank you
it's
for
hard
the-
to categorize
thank
to
you,
an
Jonas,
extent,
for
'cause
the
it did feel like
education.
G2 finally
Yeah,
got an
yeah,
answer,
you
but it was
know,
so
sometimes.
late in the day.
Sometimes the
And
old
bear in
man
mind, half of
knowledge
their
needs to
score
kick
was
in.
with the
Yeah,
pistol.
don't worry.
Father Jonas.
Tomorrow will be
composition
good.
for a second, because
Yes.
obviously on the
Tomorrow will
previous
be
map, we
fine.
obviously did see
Oh my God! By the
Kellogg's
way,
doing his
I think
thing.
my
Kellogg's
dog might have
having a nap.
died.
Nuki actually being the one to step onto the stage,
Uh,
right?
True.
So here,
Hello,
there's a
dog?
big shift
Oh
in terms of
no! I moved.
the comfort
Dog,
zone for
please,
G2,
not
right?
that,
And
what the
especially
hell?
in terms of a tempo, not
Laying
necessarily
on
of
the
the
ground
the
instead
map,
of
but the
his,
series
like,
overall. If you then
3
have to completely
beds.
dial that back in, and it becomes this completely different face-off between two different players.
Okay.
Kellogg's, I
Is
don't
that all,
think had an
Mr.
opportunity
Jonas?
to have the
It's
same
Father
impact
Jonas, thank you.
initially here in
Right.
the first half that you did on map 1.
No, I'm in complete agreement.
Stop,
I
stop.
again, I think
Papa
we have to wait and now
John's,
see on that second half
Pizza
coming
maker.
up any second
Oh,
now.
look at
So
the doggo.
I don't know where to go on this. Do we get that resurgence from G2?
My
Do
dog
they
loves
wake
to
up?
kiss too
Or
much.
the Korean boys keep getting loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it at home, but it was very quiet. It was a very one-sided sort of area in the last map, but now it's getting a little
It's
more
weird
even.
though, isn't it? Actually?
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Just loves to kiss all the
Funky.
time.
No way.
Kissy,
Yeah,
kissy.
thanks for that input. Real helpful. Real helpful.
I love
you
him
all.
though.
Right, we're going back
He's
into
the best
game. Enough of
dog.
us. Let's get this second half underway. 8-4 is the current scoreline. It looks
Jonas,
like
do you have a
there is
girlfriend?
chance
Chat.
for a third match, which, if you are just tuning in,
I just saw that comment. I was
Yeah.
no, there are
That's
too many
interesting.
lineups
I
that
do wanna
needs to
come
be
back
made
the
for me to have a
A4, Very
girlfriend.
different story here to 7-5. Obviously,
I-
quickly G2 would be able
I
to
basically,
I guess
He's married
respond
to the
back
game.
into this with a
Yeah,
pistol.
I
and a
blessed the
conversion.
community with my
5K
brain and my time.
Jump spot going to find a lot of
So there's no
information
time
actually,
for anything
and the
else.
spike a little deeper. Although I don't think Kellogg's was noted initially.
I can recon dart to find any player on any map,
Actually,
but I
sounds like-
can't
not sure
find a
if Nuki's
girlfriend.
Has he been able to get there completely undetected? I think he has now. He's had to shoot, but 5K.
It'll be
find
okay. I
over
think
in
once you're in
response to that.
LA, you'll get to
Yeah.
like
we get some more
You'll get to meet a lot of
spicy
people and
Sky
mingle and
players.
stuff,
You
too.
know my life is
True.
just filled with
It'll be
joy. So
True.
looking forward to see if 5K can
It's
keep
probably-
this up, because he's already had a sick
It's
start. But
you know, it's probably
Kellogg's
the
are
fact that I haven't
just
seen
taking him
anyone.
down. That's now
No, that's
gonna be at
literally
least,
what it is.
I guess, removed from
Actually.
F4Q's vision, but we did hear the TP
Oh,
going
no.
through in the double
Oh.
stack towards Shower. Now might have some fun. They haven't actually crested the corner. There was so much potential, and they still punish as well. Great work towards Colamenta. Kellogg's. There it is, caught in the end. So, as it stands, just Mixwell in a 1v3. Not quite made the raid boss with the frenzy. Spike is noted. And it looks like that clock is just now dwindling away from him. You can see already the
30
push up
seconds
through
left.
towards short. Spike garnered. Does have a flash to hand. There's one bonus. Can he
Am
find
I gay?
anyone?
No, I'm not.
There's that flash.
Unless it's a real homie,
Fake flash doesn't need to
then I
pop
might
it.
kiss him.
Yeah, they're
He jump peaks.
he acts
Spots him.
very
Lovely.
sus on the
Good
TL.
work for F4Q here, starting things off as they mean to go on. Keep in mind, 2 of G2's rounds here.
Nah, I mean,
Up to this point,
I might like,
So,
I'm
a critical one
homosexual,
going forward.
true.
I mean, just coming back, yes.
I might
G2
act
round
like
1
a
and 2
little
to
fruity
potentially get back into
sometimes,
this. F4Q,
but I
if
think
they
I'm
take
just
the
like
pistol and round
very
2, it's double digits.
like
And that's terrifying.
Comfortable
what's
with
the
your
word?
sexuality.
Comfortable with my sexuality.
No,
So
that's
yes.
literally what it is.
What the answer is
Yeah.
here, I'm
I
seeing
feel like a lot of people that think that that's sort of
couple
like
of
a way
investments
to
on side G2, but no real main
dehumanize
weapon.
somebody,
It's,
or you're
friendly
like,
and
oh,
enthusiastic
blah blah
swap
blah
down now
this.
to Sheriff
It's
and the House of
like
Kellogg's, but
you're
see if they
you're
can
not
get
comfortable with
anything
your own
done at
sexuality.
all. Everybody
Yeah.
here
Okay,
I mean, I've been-
stacked up towards
I've been
Showers.
running around on stage in
Of
golden
Nuki, I'm
tights
sure.
and a blue. I mean, I showed you the
Two
picture.
members of F4Q
I think
actually
that
progressed
after
them, so
that, you know,
see here,
Yeah.
try and play distance initially. obviously, but all the information.
No, like Tyson.
Already.
You know, that being the reason why, like, he can dress in, like, the Jet
Still with 3
cosplay, or
bodies
he
to
can put
walk
makeup
into
on,
a
and
comfortable
it doesn't
set
bother
here.
him at all.
No.
Because he knows, like
Honestly.
he's just.
Patience
Yeah.
from either side.
No, but
Nookie
seriously,
getting that
you guys.
concept, but he can't quite deal with what he wanted.
That's
to.
also
Says
why I
deny
don't get
follow-up
offended
there
if
was one.
someone asks. If
Yeah.
it's like
Yep.
a genuine question, because
Yeah.
Again, Nookie just
it is
holding
okay
this
to
down.
wonder
He's
because
just
people are
I'm just
different,
gonna stay
Yeah.
as long as I
but
can
it's
and see
yeah.
if I can maybe
No, because I
keep him
remember
interested.
when I
The thing is
had
now with the shorty being noted, it's like, yeah, okay, you can have lamps.
like
leave
Enjoy.
him
the
alone then. Don't want that.
LGBTQ,
2 members for F4Q
what do you call it?
still
The gamer tag thing, like a
dug into B site.
ally,
5K
and then
and Zumba.
the
Straight out.
flag card. Do you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
people
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that I was gay,
Saw
but
5K
Yeah,
find
same.
the
I was
first
like,
two.
I'm not gay. I
Actually,
have a
we'll get the
boyfriend.
reload on that
but-
one. Kellogg.
and
Yeah.
I'm straight.
Smoke actually will find the first, but Zumba.
Yeah,
Second
I
layer
remember
to
that too.
defense.
Wait,
Will
they're
close things
screaming.
out for F4Q. Now we come to G2's buy round.
Yeah.
And, you know,
It's
look at this,
also,
potentially, F4Q,
I
if
also
they can
think
turn
that
this,
one
is
thing
11,
that
G2 back
one thing I
down
really
on
try to
pennies.
distance myself from is like
And
toxic
then it becomes
masculinity.
even more difficult
This
to
whole
even
like
dream up the
concept
possibility
of
a
like
comeback here.
guys shouldn't be vulnerable
No.
or
Yeah,
guys
you can see
shouldn't be
Nookie
allowed to talk
slipping
about
further and
feelings
further
and
away,
something.
and
And
this is
it,
the one, G2.
I've
You've got
I've
the
like
tank for us. What you got?
talked on stream
On
and
a
I've
back
cried on
burner
stream
you've
and
been
it doesn't
saving
bother
up for
me because it
maybe a
wasn't a
moment
very
like
real
this, because
moment.
as it stands,
And
F4Q
like
have
it
been
just
showing
shows
you
that
how
I'm a
it's
human
done.
just like
Perfect
everyone
beginning
else, and
Yes.
people shouldn't
double
expect me
digits,
not to be.
almost
No,
instantly
that's
achieved. A quick
amazing.
flash,
No,
but it
seriously, like
finds no one. It gives
Tyson
much
cries
away.
all the time, like when we watch movies and
Doggo.
stuff like that. And
Oh,
it's just like,
dude.
you know,
There's
it's
the
so much
flash.
better than
Yeah.
like pretending to be like this.
Yeah.
Nookie gonna take that space, but
Have
it's not
first
without a
Honestly,
trade.
I
Quelled
cry when I
quickly
watch
by Bunny.
Transformers.
Sikazu come through,
As soon
makes
as
it
Really?
Optimus
fast to handle
Prime
them.
Yeah.
gets on that fucking mecha T-Rex, I cry
Spoiler
from
alert,
that victory
spoiler alert.
moment.
Given nothing
Sorry,
outside of this,
spoiler.
Kellogg's actually going to work his way through showers here. Now,
But like, for instance, like I have a skin routine that I do every day. I don't mind like,
I'm hoping
you know what I mean? Like,
Zumba
I don't
noted
understand
here.
what
Mixwell
people
gonna swing
do.
on the first, and look at that.
Like,
Actually
put people
diligent
in
enough to clear the
boxes and
second
be like,
as
oh,
well.
do this, do
G2
that. Just
find a way on
make
to A
yourself
site
happy,
initially.
guys.
Kellogg's now still in position and unnoted.
Oh, like,
Does deal with
guys,
the
just
flank
know that
5K
it's okay.
falls. Bunny
And if people make you feel horrible
leisured
about
sway
it, then
with the SMG
that's not
there,
a real
but,
friend.
G2 will close things out. 3 survive as well, and in terms of building some momentum here, it's a good
What
one to
about Fast
carry
and the
across. Now,
Furious
they don't have a
series?
Blade Storm to fall back
I mean,
on.
if you didn't cry
It's not
during the
position, but we look towards
freaking
the showstopper, we look
Paul
towards
Walker
the Fury,
scene
things
when the car
can
leaves,
open up around for G2.
splits
So
directions.
keep an eye on that progress here. Look at this. Mixwell
I don't
actually
know.
clears the first, and like I said, real diligent there to be swinging on the second as well. Just making sure that there's no possibility for... It's just some cheekiness coming out on the side of F4Q.
Here's his family.
Really held some
Oh.
danger to it, but as you said, cleared out diligently and allowed them further forward. 10-5 now. Mostly rifles out.
Yeah, I think
Poor Olafina feeling
a
the
few
pinch.
people are just too occupied with thinking about what others think of them instead of being occupied with making themselves happy, you know?
This attacking side, we got to kind of get
It's
the
like
glimpse of personality.
instead of caring so much about what people think about you,
on
just
approach.
like,
I mean, this
try
is
to
quite to the
make sure that you think
I
about
guess to
yourself
the
in a
pointy end
positive
of the
way.
stick, if
Yeah,
you
of
look at
course.
how much time
what's
they've got
most
to work
important.
with against double digits.
Yeah,
Shoveling
for
into these,
myself,
gun rounds.
I'm a people pleaser,
Sounds quite
so
patient on approach thus
when
far, but it looks like
there's
a
people
3-2
that
split
don't
going
even know
towards
me
A
that
if
make
it
assumptions
continues
about
this
me,
way for the attacking
it's
side.
really tricky to like comprehend all of that. And that being the reason why this
This
job
is
was really,
real
really
close,
difficult when I
Kellogg's
first started
taking a
off.
lot of
Yeah.
damage before
People
even
like
getting out.
hated me.
Shouts in. The wall's gonna go
Or-
up just behind the smoke. Look, he actually comes all the way up on top of
Athena.
Athena, but he still comes
Pop
out.
flash. 5K's done so well here. Just buying time, trying to stay alive, trying to do something from this really uncomfortable position, still making it his own. High flash comes over, doesn't quite find what he wants. And Athena, careful of your back here, but through the TV
I'm a
they
guy to
go.
get my nails
Getting
done,
the
not
retreat, but
painted or anything,
still
but
on
yeah,
an island,
nothing
gets
wrong with
punished
that.
by 5K.
Honestly,
Heads to 5v3
I did a
now.
charity
They're gonna
stream
lean
and one
in
of the
towards
goals
the
was
other side.
rainbow nail
They're gonna
polish,
try
and
get
I
that spike down,
kept
nothing
wearing
to
it for
deny,
another
and that
2
late
weeks.
lurk around
So I
was
found
the
it kind of
long
entertaining to
rotation
wear
around.
as I was
Mixwell
walking around.
eventually
And this
gonna
guy
join
asked
them
me,
up
wait,
and
how do you
maybe
go
long
grocery
here.
shopping with those nails? I mean,
After where
I was like,
there's
what do you
all 5 on the
mean?
retake
Just
utility.
fucking go shop
Looking a little
groceries.
worn out
What?
here.
What?
Not much
What in the world?
left
Yeah,
for
Tyson's
F4Q
actually gonna
play
be
with
getting a
Avovo, gonna
manicure
give
with
them at
me.
least the first
I'm
fight
gonna
here.
get
Bash
acrylics
goes
done and
towards
he's
DD.
gonna get
Oh my
just a
God.
gel polish.
There was the lineup.
Yeah.
You can see the damage on 5K. He's now the walking wounded, but Bunny striding towards the site here. Gets pinged out to now noted. They swarm the site. Avova isolates the player on the back lines called Amenta.
Oh.
He wants in, he gets in. That's 2 for him. And now it's just Sunba in the 1v2. Not
Oh,
gonna
you
happen.
can hear
G2 power forward once
A
again.
Vova screaming too. It's like a screaming.
3v5 back in their favor, Lauren. Fantastically played, and I mean, I've got to argue, Avova potentially good for more there. So fair play to him backing away from that and knowing
I have some
how to play
dark
that
blue
round
nail
out.
polish that I
Again,
might
just keeping
fire
F4Q
up when I'm feeling feisty.
guessing
Nice.
on the way
I love
back onto
that.
B site, and that's
It's
a
matching
big,
my
big
watch, it
round
matches
for
my
G2.
rings. Oh,
Again, puts a little
makes me feel
stop
good.
on the economy.
That's so
Gives them a
sweet.
little bit of a buffer, and now we look
This
at it.
stream is so
Revive
comfy, just
online,
talking about
nuking
random
out
stuff while watching a
3
pro match.
slices
And that's the way it should be,
away
you
from the
know?
showstopper.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys like the tactical
Hunter's Fury.
side and just like really talking about
Rover
Valorant the
does
whole
have
time,
his
then
ultimate
Shroud
as well,
is
so lots
definitely the way
of
to go.
tools
I like
available
to
for
talk about
G2
random
here.
stuff while I watch. And some Valorant
Toolbox.
with that too.
I mean, the thing is, we just don't know enough about Valorant to be like, yeah, this is strictly Valorant, and
you're gonna
that's
get
just
some
what it is.
Further
Yeah.
progress as well on his
Raven
We
showstopper.
can
me.
definitely give our input, but you know, it's different
Oh,
compared to
somehow,
someone
look,
who's
it's
been
a
an
three-man
ex-CS
F4Q.
pro.
It's not the
Yeah.
first time they've dabbled.
Shroud and
in
Justin are
slightly more
asleep.
aggressive
Really?
shot. Double stack on short. They don't mind
Are
getting a
they
little fruity,
actually
and I love
both
that.
sleeping?
They're trying to make
I see.
4Q.
I mean, Justin is outside the
Oh.
camera view, so
slightly
I'm
more
Yeah.
assuming.
aggressive, you know, sort of
Shroud
like
is-
double stack on short.
They're having a good
Don't
time,
mind
though.
getting
That's
a
the
little
most
fruity,
important
and I
part.
Aw, Binance.
I think it's really adorable.
Yeah.
I think we call
Banance
it a,
is so sweet.
Shiko?
I think
She's
that's what it's
great.
commonly referred to now, yes.
Hell yeah. The Shiko is on the wrong side.
The Shiko.
however. We'll see. We'll see if Zumba can do much now.
Oh yeah, are you playing New
Nuki's
World
been
when it comes
slowly
out?
controlling
Yes,
one for some
of
time,
course.
and now the side
Are
is
you?
actually absent of players.
I already played the beta.
Same.
Again, if
And,
things
Did
do
you-
start getting
who
a
did you
little
play
wonky
with?
here for
I
G2,
played with
lots to fall back
Peter, Tyson,
on. But F4Q at
and
least
a few other guys in like
Two players
tier
forwards,
2 Valorant
Esperanza.
scene and stuff.
the only one really with a rifle
Okay.
Yeah.
to come up, and I mean it's difficult here.
I'm
Lots of
gonna play
damage,
on US West
something to
servers.
take away from it.
Oh.
And speaking of something to
With,
take away,
Jonas.
Bunny,
because-
we'll find
Yeah,
Nuki with
but
a
Hannah and
fantastic
Shroud
headshot on
and
the
a lot of
Sheriff.
people are making a
There's
new
a
world
rifle
clan.
for
We could all play
Esperanza
together.
here.
Yeah,
Should I
sure.
be getting ever worried about this? There's a
Because that's the
flash.
same time
Esperanza
as I'm
finds a
going to LA
Boba.
when it
What
comes
the hell
out.
is going on here? How
So,
has this
I'll
just
be there.
happened?
Yeah.
That is an absolute tragedy.
That's
Live.
unforgivable.
I mean, I was talking about a 3v5 for G2. That was a 3v4 with 1 rifle and 2 sheriffs. Bear in mind, Nuki
That was a
had
Shiko.
rifle. Now, I said hopefully things don't get wonky, but G2 have lots of tools to fall back on here. None of them pulled out by G2.
Yeah, it's best of
That-
3.
That's an absolute fumble in my eyes, Lauren.
Yo, and credit to F4Q to play that like they had a chance. If you looked at that like every day, of the week,
Esperanza.
you run that every single time. You run that. Let's say we run it 100 times. How many times do you think they get away with it? Not that many, but credit to them to play like that too. So
Esperanza was
sharp.
like 20 seconds behind that rotation
How?
to get the weapon.
How? 11 to 6. We go back in. G2. That's when the comms feel a little more quiet. Everything's a little tense after you fumble that one, but let's see if they can pull it back together. For now, we look at what we have coming up against them. The quick flash comes in, and it's going to be a quick piece. G2 not going to be messing around this time. Going to leave Nuki to take that space. Having to respect that audio cue that just rings on out. Posts it. F4Q going to sit a little deeper this time.
So we'll get the plant. Shock darts invested, but I don't know what damage has gone on the other side of that. And actually, a little gap created here with the wall by Kellogg's. Not sure if that was a misplacement or just looking to funnel
Jonas talking about the nail
a
polish
second choke
reminds me
point
of when
here,
I
but
was at
Nuki
school
actually going to
fair.
get noted with the judge at least, and a second Cosmic Divide comes up. It's absolute chaos here on the site of Avuva.
Do what makes you happy.
Nuki
Yes.
finds 2 further kills,
Exactly.
5k and a feed.
Oh!
Avuva will find
Wow.
his 3rd on the round. Zumba
Oh!
falls, and it's a prime gaming flawless here, Lauren. Fantastically controlled there in the post plant by
This
G2.
match is getting heated.
Obviously
Oh,
one
It
that
is.
previously to bounce back from
oh
that.
my god.
Big correction. Big correction. They need
Of
that.
what?
After, I mean, that last round. You're right, man.
Have you noticed how they've been starting to
There we
go
go.
over to
The difference around
Tenz?
Prime Gaming.
saw them unable to hold that
Prime Gaming
post
flawless.
be absolutely
Chat.
rolled by a thrifty round.
Come on.
And come
Get
back
your
like that.
primers.
It's like, I don't know if that's just them
You have
reminding
20
themselves, like, no, no,
seconds.
we can do this.
19.
There we go, 11-7. We're back
18,
into it. Money's looking a little
17.
tight though on the other side for F4Q.
Any
They're struggling a little bit. He's gonna have
primers.
what, 2 rifles come out. Frenzy. I mean, the Classic's the best gun in the game, so I shouldn't be worried.
God damn it.
And a
Chat.
Judge as well.
Oh, there we
A
go.
smorgasbord of everything most people dislike.
Thank you.
Unless you miss, man.
Oh my god.
The most
I
excited
get
he's
you
been all
follow
week
for the
backstage.
crime. I think you
See,
can't for the crime, guys.
Truly.
You start doing this, and then suddenly it happens
Again,
automatically, like
position
a
to
few
at
days
least
from
keep
now.
Bunny in check.
They will just know it's the Prime Gaming
The Alpha
Flawless.
gonna come through. We'll
You
reveal
gotta have
his
someone
position as
clutching
well.
it with
So
the subscription.
The weapon, the player noted here, and Bunny actually just goes full
Oh.
force, tries to find something. Now, all of this, Kellogg's still maintaining shower control, so again, anticipating maybe pressure on both sides of the map. But actually, I mean, Zumba's played this slow. He's still all the way in lamps. The rotations come through. F4Q have read this perfectly.
Yeah, they're not out of position at all. Nuki might have...
I thought he hit him there.
I was about to throw heads off the just side of the desk, but it's Esperanza still
Played
doing
that
some
really
work
badly
here.
and
3
just
players trying to swarm him, but
was
Yeah.
interesting to say the least.
What? Okay,
I don't
Fova
think
did
Bunny
check
is
on that just to make sure
bad.
was worried
I think
somehow he
the
missed
problem
that.
is that
Flash
like
comes in, finds
he gets
nothing, will
away
still
with
there,
playing
the
so
5K
aggressive in
doesn't
Korea.
need the flash, doesn't need
But
the
of course,
burst.
they've been watching the VODs, and
Gets
they've
the
probably
headshot,
found a way
and
to
now
play
two
around the
before
fact that they know
this.
he's gonna
Should
like
not be
Yeah.
double satchel in with a judge. And then when it
Towards
doesn't work,
Lance.
it looks really bad, right?
Success on towards
Also,
Esperanza.
EU is
And the rifle, the
has a
5K
higher
did show some
ceiling
beauty
of
Yeah.
skill
on.
than
Not quite probably going to
Korea
have the
as well, in my
chance he
opinion,
will.
at
There it is.
least.
G2 on the build back now.
Yeah. I
Four
mean, it
still
could look
alive,
like
and we'll
that.
keep on going.
Well,
gonna be interesting
let's take
to
a little
see
look at the
with
economy
Vision
as well.
Strikers, at
4Q
least.
is scrappy investment in the previous.
I'm excited to
We
see
talked
him
about
play.
that. The judge,
Yeah.
the rifle, a sheriff.
I think you
Zumba
look
playing
credit
on
for
a
the 4
classic now.
months.
This is pretty much going to be everything. Yeah, I mean, there's only 600 left in the bank after this, so potential here for G2 to hit double digits and bring it within touching distance. It's only really on the back of, well, 2 initially going in favor of F4Q, but G2 resetting in round 17 and coming straight back and answering back. Actually completely negates that buy from F4Q.
Absolutely. And exactly what the doctor
Kyedae.
wanted for G2.
Wait,
They were
check
looking
the Twitter
little
profile I
frantic
just
for a
sent.
while. Not quite finding that form, but this build back could be something. But
Oh, she's not here.
can't ignore the fact that F4Q are on 11 rounds. Big information going to be garnered through that TP. Oh, follow up,
She's
just Nuki
gone.
getting nervous that
Oh,
the sky
shit.
suddenly appeared.
Oh,
It's all
shit.
fine. And there's a
Oh.
flashback confirming someone might be a little closer than they'd like.
Again, though, similar thing. This is
I'll
a
fight
recurring theme.
anybody.
Kellogg's again
I'll fight
controlling outside
everybody.
shell. I'm not sure if he was noted there, just to the timing of
Okay, chat. Who says this?
popping that one, but
Swapping
They've
around
got
some
somebody
fusion
in
cells.
position.
Okay, my arms are good.
him and
We can go.
actually short. Wide open for the time being. Esperanza Hunter's Fury, so I think that's why he's playing a little deeper here. Wants to back up and potentially deny that, but popped early in
Time to
anticipation.
take these arms for a
Zumba will find a
spin.
kill.
How's he gotten away with that? And 5K as well. G2 thought they were safe, thought they'd...
Oh.
Oh, we've got the side of the wall going up, but no, look who's just lurking around these corners. Kellogg's now eats that flash completely blind. And 5K
Oh my word.
striding on through. Huge work
Oh.
from him, and F4Q
Oh
make it up to
my
12. Third
God.
map is on the horizon.
Wow, what a tournament. Again, the timing of the Hunter's Fury being, and actually Kellogg's
God damn,
pulling away
sure.
from showers, allowing Zumba to sit there. He's the one that can actually be the deciding factor there for F4Q. He can then capitalize on the pressure created by Esperanza's ultimate being used there and forcing G2
Prime
into a couple
Gaming
of tricky
Flawless?
angles, right? This is exactly what I'm
Oh,
talking
look
about
at
here. That's
that.
how
Thank
he actually
you.
found that kill.
Cancel
Mixed with the final
Lotikus
bullet
with the
through, but
primer.
then 5K comes through.
Instantly.
Kellogg's
Hell
the
yeah.
most blind I think we'll see
You guys are
anybody
learning.
this weekend at least.
Guys, this is insane, but
Prime
we
Gaming
actually
Flawless
have
will put
real
F4Q
evidence that Twitch
map
chat
points
is
here.
showing signs
And on the
of
brink of
real
fourth and a
human
third, Lauren.
intelligence.
Wouldn't be us without a
Can you
third, would it?
imagine? This is groundbreaking.
Starting as we mean to go on.
Oh yeah, we had a one-sided map at the start. Give us the, you know...
So technically this is map 1, right? So just,
Yeah. Just kind of put it that
This
way.
one didn't count.
Nah.
That's probably what F4Q said when they took a break in between.
See the coaches having a chat.
I love that. We actually see Neil Zeno just kind of like with his hands up, just being like,
Boys,
boys.
boys, what's happening? Don't know why he's a bit Welsh. What's happening? Don't know
No
what-
shot, all I know is booba.
But no, it's good to see the kind of coaching that is here. Incredible setups as well. They can
Oh,
see
damn,
every
12-8,
POV,
huh?
I
like
think
everything they
Priya's tweeted a picture earlier of exactly the tools they've got to work with. It's fantastic to see the support for that.
Incredible. 12 to 8, an incredible performance from F4Q after what was, it was just over and done with. G2 looked like the team that was terrifying
Oh,
people
wait.
in maybe
Okay.
scrims. You know, the scrim bucks, take what you want from it. People were certainly taking notice, but we go back in at 12 to 8. There's a recovery. Or is it map 3? Bunny really would like to get out of there quickly. Zumba's like,
Dungeons
Get some friends over
deep
here.
and
On the other
caverns
side, though.
old. We must
Dangerous game. They
away.
spotted one, and it's actually 5k in the meantime to find Cold
Air
But the trade's come
break
through
of
effectively enough
day.
that it's kind of has negated that presence. But the problem is that Phoenix
Find
being caught in this
our
battle in shower, all the kills have been kind of around it almost.
So that's all the way from Cubby, actually, where Kellogg's and Nookie are now able to find their way in.
were roaring.
Zumba now
Oh.
going to catch his audio cue as well, and he's going to hear both. So now, a decent idea at least. I'm not entirely sure what Bunny's talking about, because everybody should be accounted
Girls
for
and
on the
guys,
side of F4Q.
don't ever get bangs in your life. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I just said don't ever get banged.
Yeah, don't get bangs like your hair.
Oh, bangs.
Yeah.
Ticket in their side. Bunny can now adjust that attention and come back through. It's Kellogg's towards the site.
Because I was
Two
already
stacked
following
towards
the,
long. Kellogg's does
the
get the
previous
isolated fight
advice.
on Bunny. No
Alright.
trade potential coming through. Esperanza gets punished by Mixwell, and there goes Zumba. G2, they're not dead yet. They are clinging on to
Dude,
life.
9-12.
Thread.
Yeah.
Again, I feel as if F4Q
I'm already on it,
really good
Jonas.
understanding of exactly what was going on there,
Don't
but G2
ever
able
get
to
banged.
convert. At
I
least
think we're doing a
on the
great
early
job at that,
successes, Kellogg's and
Twitch
Nookie
chat.
find and be long.
Don't ever
Again,
get banged,
back in that
okay?
scenario,
We can
900
do it
credits
together.
left
Wait, no.
So don't get
separately
bangs,
from-
guy.
G2 on the
Oh,
brink of double
God.
digits.
I've been doing that for
Decent
18
ultimate
years.
progression as well. Obviously, we see Avova one away,
My
Nuki
phone's
one
in
away,
my chat.
Kellogg's one away, Mixwell has the Seekers up.
Hello,
Athena
Ian.
again with that lockdown, but we haven't seen F4Q lean
Kyedae's
towards
gone
a
for 2
retake
minutes and you
really
guys all
either
suddenly turn
side.
cringe. How does that happen? I can't explain it.
Early shower control.
Yeah, guys.
Seekers invested
Get
too,
it together.
So not lightly worked around. Nothing to capitalize on. Aside from that, the Kellogg's has got super deep on this.
Oh, I love this.
This is very unorthodox, but
Oh,
quite nice to
whoa,
watch.
look at
Flash
this
did kind of
play.
3 players on the other side, and they're like, "There's a
Oh, if he does the... Oh, if he
this
jumps...
match could be Nookie. Says hello to
Wait,
one, says goodbye
funneling.
to the second.
Funnel,
Oh
funnel.
my-
Zumba is there to quell that building
Ooh.
threat, but Kellogg's was only a step away the entire time.
Oh my god, a real
With all this
cash
going
app?
down, G2 looking quite nice on this here. A little weird, but very good on it. Zumba striding in towards that smoke. Oh, this could be problems now. Mixwell feeling that pressure
Oh,
in the build. There is that ult coming down from KJ as well.
100
Phoenix
gifted
Okay.
subs.
It's on Mixwell to try and save
Whoa.
it. He's got one. He knows Bunny's on the way, but what are you going to do against him?
Oh my god!
Wow.
Bunny fashion, charging him down with a judge in hand. The
Pog,
double blast
but
back,
also
gonna
Pog.
Close things out.
Thank
Comfortable
you.
time on the defuse, and F4Q 13-9 G2.